A Limpopo-born entrepreneur wants the whole world to experience the yummy goodness of Mopani worms. Wendy Vesela-Ntimbeni runs a successful business selling Mopani worms, also known as Masonja. She joins us for more on this. Wendy, a pleasure to have you on the program this afternoon. Maybe a good starting point would be to find out where are you from and how do you think this has inspired what you currently do?
Hello and good afternoon to everyone. Yes, so I come from a village called K. It's somewhere in Limpopo province in the Mopani district, and I grew up in Palabora. And the area that I grew up, we're surrounded by a lot of Mopani trees, and I think this is where the inspiration came from because we grew up surrounded by Mopani caterpillars.
So tell us a bit more about your line of work. I mean, chemical engineering, before that, what were you doing? Or before selling food products, what did your career look like? And what exactly led to this change to selling Mopani worms and its byproducts as well?
So I think what led to the change is when I became a mom and looking for more flexibility. And with that, I looked at, healthier ways of, raising kids and in terms of what they eat. And one of the things that came is that I wanted to bring, our indigenous food to the world. We have a lot of amazing food, which are very good, very healthy for us. And I wanted to share that with the world. And before I started selling Mopani, yes, I was working as a supply chain manager. I was in the logistics space, as a specialist project manager. So that I've got 10 years experience of that. I'm a chemical engineer. But then this came natural to me because when we look at the problems today, in terms of how do we solve global problems with simple ideas, and this solution came as, we need to go back to our indigenous ways of doing things, and this was one of them.
A lot's been said about this need to learn about different cultures. Speak to us about this need to learn different cultures, cuisines, food types, as well as ingredients as well.
Yes, so I think in South Africa we are blessed. We have different cultures, we have different languages. Where I come from in Limpopo, I grew up around the Sepedi speaking people. There's Venda speaking people. So with around that, there's like a bit of integration in terms of the culture. You see the different food that they eat from you, and then you taste that, and they are neighbors, they are your friends, and then you grow up learning the language. And then you travel, to Johannesburg, which is where I went to study, at the University of Johannesburg. And then I met Zulu speaking, and I met Xhosa speaking people. And then they have different cuisines. And then it's that curiosity to say, I'm willing to try. This is different from me, but I'm willing to try. It's their food, and it's beautiful, and they love it. So let me try, let me taste it. And you might be surprised that you will love it as well.
Now, Mopani worms, some people describe these as, the perfect snack, or added as an ingredient in stews or even pizza. You have found more uses, even in the form of Mopani flour. Tell us a bit more about your product range.
So currently we have 4 products that are available on the market, which is the Mopanis. They come in a form of snacks or in a form of a pantry packet, which is that you can cook, doing stews and different dishes. We have a powder, a flour that we mill, very healthy. It has 60% protein and all the essential amino acids that we need as human beings, that we need to be consuming on a daily basis. Then we made a protein bar, which is the most protein bar you'll ever taste. And then we also made a cracker biscuit, which is savory. So these are the 4 products that we currently have on the market, and we'll be doing more products, hopefully in 2023. So this is currently what we have. And the thing is that there's a bit of, a mental block, in terms of people when they look at the Mopani caterpillars, they say, oh, it's worms. And then people are scared to even try. But then I came up with innovative ways to say, how do we get people to want to try? How do we invite people to start embracing this? It's part of our culture, it's indigenous, and it's something that, it's amazing. It's a superfood in terms of, the nutrition.
Yeah.
So how do we share it, with the rest of the consumers in South Africa and the world?
Which I guess is my next question. We all know 1 or 2 fussy eaters. What would you say are the main benefits of your products?
So I think the main benefits for the product, the product is, one of what we say is that it's good for you, it's good for the planet, and it's good for the community. So starting with the community is that, we create, employment for the local community, which is the area that I come from. This is where we harvest. And then we also create trade opportunities for the people. These are like people that are they don't have much in terms of economic activity. So we bring that, for them to be able to trade with us, and then there is something there. So it benefits the community, and then it's good for the environment because it's edible insects. And as the world is growing, the population of the world is growing, there's a challenge of food security globally. Edible insects are that solution. And edible insects are good because they require less space, less land, and then with zero emissions, that are affecting our planet. So it's a good solution in that perspective. And then in terms of good for you, it's good for you because it's got 60% protein. They are natural, they are organic. It's the best protein that you can find, and they have all the right, they are very high in iron. They have, like I said, they have all the right amino acids that we, the people, need to be eating on a daily basis. So that's what makes it a superfood.
I also want to get a bit of a sense about your own experience when it comes to entrepreneurship. I mean, the journey of entrepreneurship can also be a very difficult and even lonely one at times. What has kept you going?
I think it's the support that I have. I have an amazing support structure from my family. The entrepreneurs that are out there, also that are my friends, that are my family. I've got mentors, I've got coaches. So it is a lonely journey, but positivity to say, Matomani has a very strong vision, which is to spearhead a protein revolution to the world from Southern Africa, which empowers local communities, and it's good for our planet and for us. So it's a strong vision, which I believe that it is possible to make it come to life. So with that and the support that I have, it keeps me going. And it's quite, yes, I agree with you. It's quite a lonely journey, but there is support out there.
And in the same breath, I mean, what separates yours from potential competitors? What's your unique selling point when it comes to your products?
I think at this point in time, there's nothing like it in the market. No one has brought Mopani worms, Mopani caterpillars in the manner that I have brought it to the market. I have made it accessible for people that are eating it, and there's a lot of people that are consuming Mopani worms. So I've made it more accessible for them, and that makes it different. And the fact that we're bringing natural protein, to the market, it's something that's healthier, that is good for everyone to be eating on a daily basis.
And what kind of consumer marketing do you do? Who's your target market, and where can people actually get their hands on your product?
Okay, so I'll start with this. I think if you were to ask me what is my greatest challenge right now, I think it's that right now I get, on a weekly basis, I get inquiries to say, Wendy, where do we get the Mopani protein bar? Where do we get the biscuits? Where do we get the Mopani? Apart from where you currently have them, which is e-commerce. And at this point in time, we have it on our website, which we have an online shop, and then you can also find them on Take a Lot. However, we're looking for retail spaces, which is where people are calling to say, I want to go to my local supermarket and find that. So it's something in 2023 that we're working on to get our products in your close to you in your local shops, apart from the e-commerce space. But it's I might have a very exciting news that we might be able we're working on a partnership deal, with someone that can deliver within 15 minutes our products. So that's how we're doing it at this point in time.
Wendy, I'll tell you, I am very eager to get my hands on one of your products. And as she said, her products are also available online. So if you can ensure that you do get your hands and support this business.